everybody. So showing us how to enhance the beauty of our living space with floral foam art. That's not very easy to say. Floral foam art is Ken Wingard. I love this idea, Ken.
This is beautiful.
Well, you know, this is one of those things that I was just I was looking through magazines and I saw it and it made me like stop in my tracks. And I was sort of like, what is this? Who did this? Like, must have been some fancy schmancy floor somewhere. And then I found that it's actually an item, a new thing that's on the market this year that you can actually buy and do these at home. So I was just like, gotta try.
Wow. So is that what this is?
Yeah, so that's what this is. So everyone knows Oasis. We use it all the time. You soak it. It keeps flowers fresh. But this is now Oasis that's actually pre-attached on this sort of plastic backing that then you can attach this backing straight to the wall.
Oh, how nice.
So it becomes vertical. So I wanted to check it out. Now,
so wait, the back of this won't get your wall wet. It's like
no, the front's going to wet
this
it.
is right. And then if you did like I did, I'll show you in a second, you mount this onto something.
Okay,
got it. I want to check out now, for those at home, this isn't like I want flowers in my front hallway every Friday. This is a wedding, it's a prom, it's a photo op, it's a big anniversary, a statement piece.
Exactly.
Because these, I'll fess up now, these aren't cheap. I found they're about $125 a piece. But if to get these
for just
made,
the small one?
you get just the small one.
Okay.
I use three of them here. But there is a way to make them yourselves. You can get the same Oasis and get a piece of board and then use something like Gorilla Glue here. And actually, you can actually cut these in half or use them, and then you can actually just glue them straight on.
And would that be half the price, maybe?
That would be a third
of the price.
A fraction. That'd be like $40 for the whole thing. So if you've got money, go with this. If you have time, go with this. So,
okay, so you have to prep this stuff, though. You can't just put the flowers right in, right?
Right. You prep it, and usually you soak it in like a sink of water. But seeing that it's flat, you can't do that. So what you want to do is get water, put some, if you want to use a floral preservative, like in a little packet, put that into the water, and then all you're going to do, those of you who haven't seen floral foam, it's really amazing.
I know,
look,
it's so cool.
You just pour it right on there, and it just soaks right in. So what you want to do is get it really nice and moist, and once you've done that, get your backing, and what I used was because I'm using a piece of plywood, and then all you're going to do is get the piece of plywood.
Just put a screw in it, really?
And put a screw right in.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea.
Right. And notice this has these grooves, and that's so that water can drain.
So don't screw through this, go in the crevice.
Into the crack in that. And then all you do.
It's going to be hidden by the flowers anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You start to do your arrangement. Now, to do your flowers, what you're going to want to do.
Do you want me to pour some more water?
Yeah, sure.
Can I?
Keep going. It's kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
You want to cut your flowers at an angle so you get a nice point. And then all you're going to do is just insert it right into the foam. It's really, really that easy. You can use the grid to set up your pattern. You can draw it out on a paper, or you can just do it freeform.
Well, you were started earlier today.
I certainly did. Here we go. So here it is, all the way. You want to get it wet and then put it up on the wall. And then I did sort of the outline. It's like coloring. I sort of colored the outline and then sort of filled in. And I sort of adjusted as I went along. It's like, oh, I don't have enough pink. I have more red. Oh, this needs to pull out and move there.
That's so pretty.
And then I made I did the whole thing in about 40 minutes or so. And really.
Wow.
I mean.
Wait, did you really have to finish with it?
It was.
Well, duh.
Honestly, when it looks like this, it really is a ta-da moment.
Right. So, and this to me, it looks like you paid one of the. And I actually, with the producer, I'm like, how much would one of those Hollywood? So we actually called. It's like, excuse me, having an event. I need to do an 18 by 6 foot panel with carnations and orchids. How much would it cost? $1,100.
Wow.
Really?
See, and how long did it take you think?
About 40 minutes, start to finish, complete it all by myself.
How long will this live and survive?
Well, it's going to depend upon the flowers. It will live as long as the flowers. There's enough water in there. So if you were doing the orchids will last a long time, the spider mums won't.
Right.
So you could always switch out flowers as you went. Or Debbie, you had that great idea we were talking this morning.
What if you dried this? Because if they're going to die, but you could turn it sideways and dry it and then put it back up.
So if you did all roses on here, roses dry beautifully, hydrangeas dry beautifully. So if you pick your flowers carefully, you could have this for your event. It could then dry, turn it horizontally, put it above your sofa afterwards.
And then it becomes an art piece.
But with that said, could you reuse it?
You can't reuse the actual foam because it's all been punctured. But you could sort of preserve that in time.
Just real quickly, how many flowers would this take?
So it's a little bit tricky. So what I would suggest at home, this isn't something you go to your grocery grocery store. Actually, get your dimensions. Go to a wholesale florist. There's a flower market. Give them the dimensions. Tell them the flowers. Carnations are very inexpensive.
Yeah.
And tell them. So this is going to be like anywhere from $150 to $200 worth of flowers, depending upon where you live. But that's going to be a fraction of the price if you went to your flower market.
So how much did it cost altogether?
If you're going to make your own wall thing, it'll cost you about $300. If you want to go the easy route and buy it, it'll be about $500. So it's an investment, but it's going to be your big entrance for the wedding, for this. And to do it for the florist, it's going to be $1,100. So
Exactly.
I would definitely say this deserves one more ta-da.
Ta-da!
Follow that, Early Shanny.
Wait till you see the bold summer hues I've got featured. It is sure to brighten up your day. Come on back.